What up, people, kings and queens? What's good with you today? I have a topic that I want to talk about at a request of you, the audience. This topic is about when men are silent. Why are men quiet? Oh, that's a deep one because I think that, I know that men are built differently, right? Men like to conquer, men like to achieve, men like to be in charge. Men like a lot of different things. But why men are silent? There's a few reasons. One reason why the man could be silent is because men may be processing something. Women talk a lot. And if the man is, and some men talk a lot, right? But women talk more than men. But if the man is listening properly, then he's digesting it all, right? He is analyzing. He is really taking consideration to what you're saying. And that's a great thing because that means he's probably not listening to respond. He's listening with intent to try and solve something, or listening and really trying to understand what you're saying. He may be listening in an analytic mindset. Some people can listen to you and converse right back to you. It's just that all men aren't built that way, right? Other reason why men could be doing that, being silent, is because men sometimes have a hard time expressing themselves and expressing their feelings. I think this starts from a child, from being small, and it's something that as a dad or as a parent, you have to teach your son it's okay to do that. I believe we stop kids at such a young age and you say it's not okay to cry. 2, man up. 3, stop acting like a little girl. It's all these things that we say that get in the way of men expressing themselves and getting in touch with their emotions. So it is less than a man, even at the age and the size of a boy, it is less than becoming for you to cry. It is less than becoming for you to express yourself. So what do? You keep it inside and you learn to suppress it. You learn to not express yourself as a man. And then that hardens you, right, into becoming this hardened creature that has no way of having a connection emotionally with society, with other people, and especially females in your relationship, because it's what you do. You tuck away your turtle, you tuck in your shell, and then you just go down, to your place of misery, to keep it all at bay. So those are the reasons I think men are silent. Sometimes men are silent just because they just don't want to say the wrong thing, right? And what I mean by that is you're careful of your words, because once those words come out, you can't retract them back as much as we want to sometimes. It's just impossible to do. And sometimes you're just quiet because if you're a nagger, no one likes a leaky faucet, right? If you are a nagger and you know who you are and you know you do things to get on people's nerves, this could be both ways. But for a guy, you try and control your emotions and you try and hold on to that as long as you can, even if it's just listening and nodding your head and pretending to listen to keep the peace. Then that's what you're going to do, because I can guarantee you, if the guy is silent and you're giving him an opportunity to speak, either he doesn't quite know how to express himself, or 2, he's just trying to play nice because he really wants to tell you off. He wants to give you every explicit of how he really feels, but he doesn't want to because you're probably not ready. It goes on both sides, but this is what the male is thinking from a standpoint of being quiet. There are many times that women will talk and discuss, bring up things that they do want to talk about, and it's not always that you want something solved, ladies. I know this. Sometimes you just want somebody to listen to you and to understand you. And that's the end of what you want. So as men, we have to understand that it's not our responsibility to try and fix everything. But when it is our time to fix something, that's where you have to let us know. You have to communicate that to us, to say that I want your help, I need your help, or even I deserve your help, right? Because if you're not in tune with each other, then if you're talking to him and he's gonna listen because that's what you need, someone to listen to, then he may not naturally know that, okay, this is the time where I need help. If he's listening and he's in that mode of, okay, she needs a shoulder to cry on, or she needs an ear, a listening ear, or a soft place to land, right, is what I like to say, then that's what they're going to do. They're going to get into that mode. So communication is critical with that. One other thing that I just thought of with that is, as far as a man being there to, to be silent, sometimes he can be shut down based on your actions, based on your vibe, right? And even the things that you say. If he offers to do something and you say, oh, I got it, or he offers to help with something and you're continuously turning him down. Men want to feel needed, and they want to feel wanted, just like you do, ladies. Men naturally are doers. Real men, get up with ambition, go out and kill something and drag it home. That's conquering for men. Men want to feel like they're needed and feel like they're important. So I think this is a problem when it comes to really, really strong women. And I love a strong woman. I also love a strong woman that knows her place, and me as a strong man knowing my place. Knowing that we complement each other and that we're not enemies in the end, right? To know that what you need, I can supply, and to know what I need, that you can supply. So all of that to say that you must allow a man to be the man. You can't wear the skirt and the pants too. And that's an issue with the independent woman era. That's a whole nother topic that I'll discuss some other time. But I think it's also with single females, that you've been in a place for so long doing so much by yourself without any help, that when help comes along, good help comes along, you don't really know how to deal with it. And it's an issue for you to deal with, and then it's an issue for the guy to deal with on his end, because he's like, I'm doing everything that I know how to, and you're doing the best that you can. But it comes down to communication and you two understanding each other. So a funny thing is that, we're talking about men, and why is it that when you talk about men that it just does not equate to emotions? Emotions seems to be nowhere in the formula for men. From the warriors of the world to the professional football players and all of this, right? But guess what? When they lose the Super Bowl or the NBA championship or whatever, right? Or even when they win, they cry on both sides. So emotions are there. So don't treat this like they don't have them. And I think that's a part of kind of keeping it at bay. So I wouldn't dare bring all of this to you without having something that I feel is a workable solution towards you getting help, or him getting help, or doing it jointly, which is really cool. I think you have to get in touch with him and let him know, ask him what is it that he's feeling when he's going through these things. What is it that he's feeling? What is it that he's thinking? Both of those are really, really important. And if you get to the end of that and you didn't get a whole lot, you can also say, tell me more. When you say tell me more, it opens up so much, right? And then you say, and what else? Those two things, you can use it in personal conversations, use it in business too. It gets you the extra mile, right? You could also avoid that silent treatment that you do. You know what I'm talking about. When he is silent, then you want to go silent, and nobody really wins, right? At all. You have to let him know that you really appreciate him sharing his emotions with you. Let him know how that truly makes you feel, what that truly means to you. You make him a warm cup of tea or whatever his favorite thing is, right? And don't even bring it up when you're having one of those moments. Bring it up at just a regular, a high time, right? Give him something, and you let him know then at that moment when things are good, I really appreciate it when you open up to me. I really appreciate it when you express yourself to me. It makes me feel so good, right? You make it as seductive as you want to, or however you want to do it. But it's important that you let him know that how that makes you feel, And I guarantee you that will open up the ability for him to be more open and transparent with you. I definitely would not rule out professional help because these people know some things. That's why they call professionals. You're a professional at what you do, right? And people call on you. They call on you because you know the material, you know the criteria, you know what it takes to get the job done, you know how to be effective. And you're not going through all of this 2 years into a relationship, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years into a relationship to be doing the same thing over and over again. You want some results, and some good results too. So professional help, I'm telling you, it's not for punks. I can also guarantee you that he is worth it, because it's nothing like going through the storms and climbing through the obstacles and knowing that you fought and you won. That's what it's all about, winning. You can do this. You can beat this temporary time that you're going through that you think, oh, he's being silent, I don't know what he's thinking, or even she's being silent, I don't know what she's thinking. Oh, you can get past it. It's a problem now, but it's so simple for you to get over. Watch what I tell you. Now, I want to know what it is that you want to hear about. What is it that is on your mind that you're dealing with that I can probably help you with? Because this was a topic that I talked about at the request of someone else. And if there's something that you're dealing with that you want to talk about or discuss, I'm a pretty well-rounded person, but I don't know everything, but I know a lot. So if I don't know it, I know someone that does. I can guarantee you that. Either way, my spirit is to help you. My goal is to help you. I want you to succeed at whatever it is that you want to do. There are answers, people. Look your best, do your best, be your best. I'm out.